Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we have a different kind of video. I wanted to discuss something that just happened. I woke up this morning to the news that the card game over there got a ban list overseas. Not for today, not for us. This doesn't affect us right now. But I wanted to discuss this information because it will affect us. I think this is something that is going to happen to us, and you should be prepared. And you should. And what does this mean for the game moving forward? So the game got its first ban list. The card that got banned, there were actually two. The first one being Moby Dick, which you don't know what it does. If you have one or less life, if you have Edward Newgate as your leader, your leader and the Whitebeard cards get plus 2k damage. So it means that it's super aggressive. It makes the deck. And why is that a problem next set and not this set? The next set, you get two cards that are super important for this deck. The first one being ISO, which allows you to look at the top 5 for any card. So makes this strategy hyper consistent. Not hyper, but at least super consistent. And then you also get the Marco, which is a removal for 5 energy. And also has combo power, which I don't know why. And then also, if it dies, you can discard one of your extra cards and it keeps coming back. So it makes this strategy way more consistent because every time that it dies, it's just gonna keep coming back. So it allows you to have a board to where this effect is gonna be even more powerful. And the ISO is another card that you can attack with, and it makes your strategy super consistent. So this deck has been running rampant over there, and it's been like a tier 0 deck because like the only decks that can compete, I think, is being Zoro and maybe even the Nami deck, which also got another card ban. But like going to that in a second. And the other decks, I think, is maybe the Mama deck, the leader that can just get more life, and the black decks, the one that attack. But the reason they're thriving is because those are the only decks that can compete against this kind of strategy where they're too fast, too hard to defend, and they're too efficient. So that's the reason they're doing well, and that's the only reason that you have to play them. And so let's move to the other card that got banned. This card, I think this got released set 2. Yeah, it got released set 2. Hasn't seen any play. But why does it see play next set is because the Nami, the new leader, wins when you don't have cards in deck. So it basically just, the idea of the deck is just to draw your whole deck, and doing so, by doing so, you don't even have to attack the leader. So that is kind of a I like the leader. I like the concept. I like that doing kind of like these kind of leaders, but it seems like they made it too efficient already. Like, you are able to do this consistently, and they don't even have to attack you. They don't even have to use all the cards that they got released for the deck. It's just they get to use these cards. They just draw. All you do is draw, and you don't even have to interact with the opponent. And that's not what I don't think that's what they intended. They intended to make a different kind of win condition, a different kind of leader, which is fun. But they didn't intend it for them to just have no interaction. They just like do their own playing. It doesn't matter what the opponent is doing. I'm doing my own thing, which is kind of funny. It's something that happened. But yeah, they have to restrict those kind of strategies because if no, they want to keep a healthy game state. So what does it mean for us? What does it mean for the game? This shows us that they want to keep the game a little bit healthy. They want to keep the game. So far, I haven't had any issues with the game where like, oh, something is super broken and you have to play. Well, I guess the A drop was, the format was warp around it, but there were different strategies that could combat the A drop, and they were all viable. And there was, even though the best deck was the best deck, if you build your deck correctly, you still have a strategy. You could play different decks and still get there. Multiple decks. This one right now seems like you have very limited options to play the game. So again, the next thing that I wanted to announce here is that this we don't know how it's gonna affect us. Like, if they're gonna do a ban list immediately, if they're gonna make us have the ban list as soon as the set releases. And if you follow Bandai's like ways of doing business, If you follow maybe Dragon Ball, you know that as soon as the new set releases, they do a ban list. They release the game with a ban list, and since they have now the insight over there as to what's gonna be broken and what's not gonna be broken, then we're probably gonna get that. You just expect that to happen. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that I understand people that are gonna get frustrated about these changes, because I mean, you were expecting you buy the cards for the new game, you buy them at a higher price, because I've seen the prices for the deck, they get the deck, and now because you were expecting the deck to do well next set, and you were expecting the deck to be super, like, you bought the deck for this set and for next set, basically, and now you're probably gonna get shafted on that end, and I feel you. I understand the frustration, but I think it's probably gonna happen. It's better for the integrity of the game. If that's what you care for. I do like these kind of changes to where it doesn't make like everything super oppressive and it makes everything else super unplayable. I would have been okay with the game how it was. I mean, we didn't get the chance to test the deck. We don't know if that's gonna happen. Maybe they will allow us to play with the deck right now for a couple of sets, and then we're gonna be able to and then they'll ban us. Maybe they missed something over there that we here can solve about the deck. We don't know what's gonna happen. We just are speculating here at this point, but this is what probably is gonna happen. I just wanted to give you another detail, and this is just gonna happen in every card game. If you follow Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, even Magic didn't used to do many ban lists, but now they're doing it like every other set. Dragon Ball, Digimon, like all these games are gonna happen. They're cards that they push so they can buy the new product, and sometimes they're too powerful, and we have to do something about it. They have to do something about it, because then the game becomes too toxic, but people don't even want to play because it's too much. It's too much of what they can do, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna keep happening, and we're gonna have a ban list for this. That is gonna fix the format a little bit. So this shows that they care. They usually, if you follow again Bandai does listen to their player base a lot. So if you have any thoughts about it, let them know. Let them know as soon as they release anything related with this. Let them know your discomforts, or let them know like your approval of this, because they do follow. They like to please their player base, because that's ultimately what they want to do. And if you do like these changes, just let them know. You don't want a tier 0 format. You don't want only one deck playing, or you do want it, and let them know. That's up to you. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I thought it was an interesting thing that happened over here. Yeah, thank you all for watching. That's all I have for today. Thank you for the Orange Samurai again for providing all this content as soon as he can, and he's been a really good support for the community. So I really want to thank him for that. And thank you all for watching. Have a good day.